Guys, this is art guy Ashish. I'm going to teach you how to edit this kind of a picture using the elements I've showed you here. Let's start with the pen tool. You all know the pen tool stuff goes on very long, so I'm not going to take a long time showing you the full cutting system. I'll show it to you in a very fast movement. If you're satisfied with this, click on Ctrl Enter to make selection. Then click on Ctrl J to do the copy. Click M for rectangle tool. Select the portion of the biceps that you need. To Control J, Control T after that, and then select the biceps and pull it up till you get a proper look how you wanted it. Once you are done with that, select the lower layer and take your pen tool, your best friend, and then do the same thing. Cut that portion off. But this time I have showed you one more new thing called feathers. You can see the shortcut and use it 0.9. Then use the eraser tool to erase the parts you don't want it. Then go to liquify from filter and you can set it properly. I'm going to show it to you very fast because it took me a time to set it actually. Once you're done with this, again use the same old friend pen tool to shape it properly. Then again set it properly because you need a proper biceps. Once you're done, select the whole biceps and the hand and then make it into a smart object like how I'm doing. Then increase the size of the whole object. Once you are done, rotate it properly how you wanted it. I found this image from internet. I really don't know what the stand is, but I just found it from internet. And I used my rectangle tool to cut off the down part which I really don't want. Then I got this image from the internet. I just wanted the stick that is holding the deer or whatever animal it is, and I just cut it using pen tool, took it, put it in the image and set it by using copying actually like Control J, and use the brush tool to set the shadows. Yeah, the shadows of the stand should be not that heavy actually, but it should be a little bit minured. Then here's the trickiest part. Actually, I just want to say this part is a reap. I have no words to say, but here I'm not placing any audio, so you guys can enjoy the music. Use Control Alter G, so it would go inside the object, like invert inside the object. I actually used a brush tool to set a little bit of highlight on the whole object so it would look nice, I guess, and it would have a depth of a hand, which we are actually going to place a cup inside the hand, not a cup, a glass. Then I completely found a proper image, like how I can set it. And this texture was looking nice than the before one, so I just put Ctrl Alt G again and I set it properly so it would look nice. Now here's the another trickiest part. I cut off this image, only the half part, and you need not want to see how I did it actually, because Pentol used the same story again. It took me time actually. Then I cut off the lower part, I cut it off from the other image that I showed you before. I placed it here and I did the same Control T with transformation tool, and then I set it properly. So you can see how I set it properly. Then for the floating feet, I took another photograph and then I cut only the feet. Only the feet? Yeah, I cut only the feet. And I set it like everything else. And I used the eraser tool to erase half of the upper part of the jeans so it would look completely. By pressing Ctrl T I set everything properly. Then I used a glass from PNG image. I got a PNG. Yeah, I got a PNG. I was too lazy to get one, but I got a PNG. Then I did some stuff called masking. Now masking is a thing that it could show you the images again, that whatever you cut it. Just see how I'm doing. Just see it. Well, I used burn tool to burn off little bit parts of the hand so it could give a depth that I'm holding a glass. Then I took water image from same PNG items, and this time I was not getting a proper PNG actually. They fooled me this time. So I thought let me become Harry Potter's. I thought let me go to Harry Potter and steal his magic wand tool. So there is a wand tool option in Photoshop. You can use that to take off an easy selection. Once I did it, I placed it into this image. So now we are going to fill the glass with water. That part is going to be tricky. I created another layer of the same water color and little bit gradient, right? I took it actually, I copied and then I created it. And then I fixed everything properly. I'll you can just see it in the video how I fixed it. Once all this was done, I again took my character, that is me actually, and I placed it inside. I did some kind of magic. You can see the magic in the video. First, I copied my own layer. I pressed Ctrl U then I gave hue and saturation, and I made it into a dark image as a shadow. Then I erased half of it so it could look proper using the eraser tool. Once I was satisfied with this, I even cut off the hair portion because this time I don't wanted it. And then I used another tool which I didn't show you here, but that's a smudge tool. Smudge tool can mix up everything. It mix up everything. So I used it and I just mixed up the hair part showing that it's underwater. You know the hair goes weird when you go under the water. Then I tried to blend myself, but it wouldn't go on well. So I tried to do the same hue and saturation things, and I tried to bring it to a color tone of blue, the whole character to blue. Then I went to internet and I found this lifesaver thing. I just felt like I could use this. Yep, I took it and I put it on the top of the glass near my thumb. And then I erased little bit part of the rope because it could show that it is on the glass. Then I went to Control Shift A, that's called Camera Raw, and I reduced the light because it has a lot of light and it's burning, it's brightening my eyes. So I just made it a little bit low. Then I used a brush tool to give a little bit of shadow to show that the glass is being hold on the statue's hands. Then I gave a little bit of blur and I erased half of the wastage shadows that I don't wanted it. I also set a little bit of shadow on the lifesaver. Then I went to internet. I was too lazy to write things down. I got this image called Lie to Me. I really don't know what this is, but I was actually creating a concept of lie. So I just found this from internet and then I just took off this image from the internet because it was PNG, and then I used only the lie. So only the L. I just deleted half of the IE using a tool called lasso tool. It's not like the lasso which cowboys use, but it's a different lasso tool. It's in Photoshop and you can use it. Then I erased the L properly, which I don't wanted the lines in the L. Then I put it properly in the object. I just erased half of the parts from the neck. I created a little bit highlight on the L to show it's an object actually. Then I created a little bit of shadow on the object to show that the L is going on the object like an octopus. Then I copy paste the stand to create little more stand for the statue because we wanted to create it little bit more bigger. You can see how I did it. I don't want to talk much here. Lastly, when I was satisfied, I got a stamp from the internet, a steel stamp. I used it here to just write what this statue is meant because it's not going to the museum, it's just going to my Instagram. You can follow me on my Instagram, and if you don't know that I am the art guy Norton, you can go and follow me on the Instagram. I placed a steel plate there and then I just set the color tones and all that. You can follow the whole tutorial because I think I'm talking too much. Once I was satisfied with this, I even created little bit of shadows because this object needs a shadow on the stand showing that this is a statue. Then I got this rocky image which is from PNG items, and then I set it properly on the hand where it's cut to not show it that it is cut actually. I set it properly with the wrap tool. Wrap tool, how do you call this? Wrap tool. Actually comes with the transformation tool. And then I did a little bit of stamping and all the other stuffs which you can see on the video. I talk too much. and then I used some title called Truth. And I set it properly on the lifesaver. You can see it in the video. And then I used little more title because we need to write something on the steel plate, right? So I set everything there properly. You can see it in the video. Then I used camera raw filter. Well, here there is a lot of presets. I'm not showing how I'm doing this. I'm not showing you that. And I'm going to set a new Telegram channel and I'm going to set all the presets there. If everyone helps me to get 100 subscribers, I will post all the things that I use in my videos, or sorry, all the things that I use in my photo, the camera raw filters. I will post all the presets there for free if you guys help me to get 100 subscribers. And there you have it, from scratch to sketch. And little bit of life tip I would like to give you at the end, as always. Don't tell lies, because a single lie can break a big truth. A single lie can also close a big truth. And I usually was a biggest liar. People used to say that you met this guy, he's a biggest liar. I had a title this kind. I was the biggest liar. And now that I have stopped lying, it's been years I have stopped lying, because God changed life. When God enters your life, lies leaves you and that runs away, and you only speak the truth. You won't have the daring to say the lie. So, as a good Christian and as a good person, don't tell lies. And have a great day. Do like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Bye bye.